Hello guys and welcome back to my YouTube channel, and today another video on the Katana. This is video part 2. So basically today what I want to explore with you guys is USB settings and stuff like that. So you guys can hear USB right now has been improved a lot, in my opinion. Not in my opinion, it really is a fact, and it sounds much better than the previous Katanas, MK2 and MK1, has much more signal to it. One of the things many people would complain about not having enough signal, and overall it sounds much more realistic. And you have a couple of options, new options in Boston Studio I'm going to show you that make it very interesting to use. Now right now, one of the things about recording, I've already done this in other videos, but I'm recording in Logic. I'm going to show you behind. So I have two tracks here. Okay, this track is recording my guitar wet signal, and this one is recording dry, so I can later reamp if I want to. Now in Logic, to do this is very easy. So I'm using my input device is the Katana Gen 3, not MK3 I believe, and output device is my Scarlett 2i2 4th generation. So I can hear the sound coming out of some small studio monitors that I have here and monitoring my sound, and the Katana is my sound card as input device. So it's very easy, nothing complicated. Going back to Boston Studio, okay, we're gonna start with a clean channel, but first let me disengage this delay, a little bit less reverb, and I want to go into the system where it says line out setting. Now you have a couple of options here. I'm gonna play the clean channel. Let's give it a little more color. Gonna close this and put it on the push one. Really a bit louder. Okay. All right. So again, here you have, if you disengage this, you get rec, blend, or live, like you have previously on the other Katana. So it's not really customizable. Blend between the two, and then live. It seems that doesn't have a cab or something like that. Now I'm using custom settings, and you can tailor this to your taste. I'm really liking the one right now I'm using. You can choose between two modes, and then a bunch of different microphones, as you can see here on the list. So I'm using a condenser 87. Here I can choose my mic position. Okay, it's very cool. And here I can choose my mic distance, and there's a lot of difference. So if I put my mic distance like this, volume increases, of course, and the mic position, if I put it up there, more of a muffled sound. If I'm going here, I have a dynamic 57. I would probably use it like this in the real world, so it wouldn't be too harsh. But if you put it in the cone, so dynamic 57, 421, then you have condenser 451, and you also have 87, and finally you have a ribbon 121. Okay, I'm going to stick to mode 1, and now check out ambience level. I'm going to max it out. Or better still, I'm going to start with ambience pre-delay, kind of in the middle. And now ambience level. Let me put this full. So the sound that you get is something like you are playing in a room in real life, not using USB, right? Because you can adjust this. If I max it out, it's kind of a slap echo thing going on. Okay, so this is pretty cool if you want to add some ambience to your tone without using reverb and make it sound a little bit more real, like you're in the real room. This comes really in handy. I'm going to turn it off by now and leave it as it is with the condenser 87. And now with effects, I have some reverb. I'm going to put more reverb. And I think this sounds so good that I could record an entire album using just the Katana as my sound card. All these effects are in stereo right now. I'm using a plate reverb, and if I engage my delay here, I have it as ping pong band delay. Maybe a little less effect here. Sounds really great. And by the way, DQ, everything is at noon. So let's try to sculpt some tones. But first, let's check out other channels. And using this microphone, the tone is not harsh in any way. So nothing in the EQ. If I was going to do this probably with the microphone, I'll put it like this. But here, I don't really find the need to do that. So it sounds really cool. Let's go for another channel, lead channel. And you're using variation mode. On the neck pickup, this is a guitar perfect for this because it has a humbucker and a single coil. Lots of bass. You can go here just in resonance and take it out. Sounds really good. Put this where it was. Now let's go for the last amp, the brown. I think it sounds amazing. Now let's do the same thing, start with push but without the variation mode. A little bit darker. Now going to the crunch channel. But the tone is more glassy, especially when using single coils. Okay, now the lead channel. You see, I can get a really convincing sort of Pink Floyd tone out of this. Almost without touching the EQ, that's really fantastic. Just dial back the distortion and you're there basically. Now on the brown channel. Just for comparison, if I engage the variation mode here, the amp comes alive. You have more high frequency response, and if it's too harsh, you can always tailor that in the EQ. But I think it sounds great. Let's go to the push mode and add some other effects like a booster here. It can be a tube screamer, everything kind of at noon. Okay, disengage it. With these kind of pedals, you always lose some bottom end, so I'm going to engage it and increase the resonance here. Didn't even touch the global EQ, totally off. And now I'm gonna add some modulation here, like it could be a chorus, high rate like this. Or one of my favorites, instead of doing the chorus thing, going here into the pitch shifter with second two voices, and I'll put this in my 12/9, I mean, and here like this, slow, and this medium. Okay. You can also, of course, change your settings here in chain and move the pedals as you wish. Right now, I think it's really cool. Let's just disengage the booster and get some clean tones out of here, more of an ambience tone. Much signal, okay. A little bit of distortion, so I'm gonna put this back, and now I'm going to add more reverb to it, like, you know, lots of reverb, and the delay will be something like this, with more delay, more feedback. It sounds amazing. It does sound amazing. You can allow effects, of course, like, I don't know, what would I choose to put here? Another chorus? Getting crazy with this. Basically, what I'm trying to say is that USB sounds amazing, and it's been redesigned. This will not work on the previous generations of the Katana. So this new chain and basically the resonance and presence controls will not be available there, but everything else is there. But this is really cool to have the ability to change your pedals where you want them. And what else? You have also, let me change the cab for a modern one and go for a more of a lead tone. Okay, now this has a lot of effects to it. And it sounds great. Sounds really great. Even more lead tone. Now here I could go and take a little bit of treble or presence and make it a little bit more dark. Let's go for our push channel because it's a new one, and crank up the gain. And take the bass because there's a lot of bass going on right now. And if I take all those effects, this channel sounds amazing. It's fantastic for recording kind of dumblish tones. John Mayer tones and all that stuff, you know. pristine, man, so glassy. That makes me want to play all night, you know? Sounds so good. Can add a booster right now. Let's see with our Toushscreen. Rounded up the tone. To your guitar. Without this. Also a great place to start if you want to go into Stevie Ray Vaughan tones. This guitar will not do it, but I think the push is the ideal one. Oh, sorry, because you have split coil here. Let's go to end the video for like a solo tone on the brown channel. I'm going to reduce my treble here, increase my mids. Single coil right now. And I haven't checked the other cabs, but deep one. I really prefer the vintage one. And now I would probably go into my microphone and take a little bit of the center, so it's got more of a warm tone to it. Less fizziness. And you can sculpt any tone here, metal tones, lead tones, whatever you want. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Also, there's the app for your Android or iPhone where you can control everything. And as long as you have the module, Boss sent the module to me. So it's connected, it stays there, and I can control everything via my iPhone or tablet. And it sounds great, much better than other USB Katanas, other Katanas USB in the past. This one is really convincing. I was trying to get great tones out of the USB, and I was always comparing USB to the real amp after the fact of making tones to see if they sound anything. And most of the times, the tones on the USB will have to be real sculpt to be USB. That's why I labeled my patches like this is for USB settings or use, not so much as use of the Katana could be really ear piercing or have other issues. But in this case, I can just disconnect or engage my power amp because it's in standby right now. And I get the same kind of tone. This is really, really important, something that didn't happen in previous generations of the Katana. So I'm really happy with this one because, like I said before, you can record an entire album just using your Katana as an USB audio interface. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. This is the second video of the Katana, and we'll go for the third one. So stay tuned for more, and please subscribe to my YouTube channel. It will help a lot. Cheers. Thank you for watching.